last time we were in La Liga, we finished the season with a special episode. We had 4 matches and we ultimately couldn't survive our relegation battle. This time it's completely different. There are 3 games to go and we're still in the hunt for that Champions League place. And today's first game, we take on the team currently occupying that 4th spot, Granada. So as you can see, we're still in 6th place, but I'm going to show you the table just so you can see how tight it all is and how important this game is. Granada, you see their 35 games, they're on 62 points. We've also played 35 games, we're on 59 points, so a win today would see us go level with Granada, and then of course in La Liga it goes down to head-to-head results. Atletico Madrid still in 5th, but they've played a game more. They played yesterday. That was a 0-0 draw for them. They dropped points, which could be crucial. Well, if we have a look at Granada, so when we played them earlier in the season, I can't actually remember the result now, that was a 0-0 draw away. So a win would put us in pole position in terms of head-to-head results. But a win would not mean it's over, because next round of fixtures, we play Valencia, currently 3rd. So a team in fine form, but a team that's already secured European football for next season, which might play into it. And we finish with a trip to Atletico Bilbao. We're going to see how the episode goes. I'm going to bring you as many games as it takes to bring things to a conclusion. If we lose to Granada today, there's a chance, our Champions League chances are almost over. Then we've got to fight to hold on to the European Cup spot, or the Europa League spot, which, with Levante just 2 points behind us at the moment. So there's a lot riding on this. European football, is it coming to Andorra next season? That's the question we're going to answer. I should actually bring you back through results. I've gone straight ahead into the match screen there. But yes, results. So last time we got that hard earned and completely undeserved point at Atletico Madrid. We followed that up with an impressive win over Real Betis. They took the lead early on. Anel Hodzic, who the keener fans of this series may remember that name. He was on loan with us when we were in the 2nd division a few seasons ago from Bayern Munich. He's since moved on to Leverkusen and he's on loan currently at Real Betis. And he reminded us who he was with a bullet header in the 3rd minute. But we came back. We were gifted an equaliser through an own goal. And then Robertson and Guedes put us 3-1 up. They did pull one back late on, but it was never beyond doubt. Then we travelled away to Barcelona. And again, just like that cup game, it was a tight match. We only lost 1-0. I mean, we didn't deserve anything more than that, I think. But, it was, again, encouraging that we're kind of holding our own with the big boys now. Villarreal, relegation-threatened Villarreal. 2-0 win. Perez and Iker Mourinho, young Spanish striker, who's kind of been 3rd choice behind Arlindo and Burling. More on that in a moment. But since then, we've wasted chances. Getafe and Valladolid, 0-0 in both games. So we're having trouble scoring at the moment. I mean, you can see in our last 4 league games, we've only managed 2 goals. We've only conceded 1, but we've also only managed to score 2, which is a big concern because we need goals to win matches. So yeah, part of the problem is Arlindo. He's still on 9 goals. He's been on 9 goals since January. He has not been scoring of late. If we just have a look at his form, you'll see, of course, he was injured, but last goal came on the 24th of January. Then he had a couple of weeks out injured, and since then, you can see here, all these appearances, not a single goal. I mean, he hasn't played terribly, but no rating above a 6.9, and he's just not doing it for us. At the same time, Michael Burling, he hasn't scored since the same match. No, sorry, the following weekend, 27th of January against Albacete, hasn't scored since then. We wanted him to pick up the mantle while Arlindo was out injured, but he couldn't do that. And as you can see, I've stopped selecting him recently because he just hasn't been in good form at all. He hasn't looked like scoring. So then we come to Iker Mourinho, who I mentioned earlier, or Moreno, I should say. not to confuse him with Jose. He scored more recently in his last start, actually, against Villarreal. He scored. Well, he did start in the other games, but again, he got 6.5s against Getafe and Valladolid. He was shut out of the game, so I just don't have strikers scoring goals at the moment, and that's a problem. I'm going to give Arlindo a chance today. I'm going to give him a chance to prove that he's not Lindo. Let's see if he repays that faith. We're also missing a couple of players today. Jonathan and Macias are both suspended, having picked up yellow cards in the last game. And Kamara, who has been playing in place of Robertson in the attacking midfield role, is injured. So we're going to tell the team that, we can move into a qualification spot. I'm expecting you to deliver. Let's give them that pressure. Let's see how they perform. Right, so ready for kickoff. Out come the teams. Ooh, we're starting with a highlight. Well, hopefully we're not just going to give the ball away here. Crush out to Perez. Of course, Perez, bit of a weak link in the team. He hasn't played that much. Very young player. Silva wins the ball back. Gets over to the Andorran icon, the other Perez, Jose Francisco Perez. Hits the post early on. Or was it a save by the keeper? I think it was a save by the keeper. But here come Granada. Granada are in good form. They we struggled to beat Getafe 0-0 the following weekend. Last weekend, Granada played Getafe and beat them 4-0. So, they're obviously in better form than us at the moment as we go close again. European football is on the line. I think we can secure a European place. I will be very disappointed if we don't. But is it a Champions League place? Is it a Europa League place? Is it a Europa Conference League place? We'll try to find that out today. Okay, Guedes bringing the ball forward now. He loses out, but Perez picks it back up again. Robertson through to Silva. Silva's through, and he just shoots wide. How are we only 5 minutes into this game? I feel like we've had more highlights in this game than in the previous 2 0-0s that I sat through. Okay, throw in for us. And we've lost the ball. That's no good. I was all excited then that we had a throw in such an advanced position. Anyway, we've won the ball back nice and calmly. Jimenez out to Gomez. Let's build something from the back here. Pereira, he's also gone off the boil a little bit. He's been getting lots of suspensions and things. Anyway, out to Silva. Great ball out there. Arlindo finally reaches double figures. Finally gets that 10th goal of the season. You are Lindo no longer. Thank you for finally remembering what that thing with the posts and the net is for. Arlindo, thank you. But we make it to half-time with our lead intact. So we've got to tell the team, definitely do not get complacent out there. Maicon Silva, he's obviously waiting for a bit more praise. I'll give it to him. Very happy with your performance today. Well, I should mention, actually, Maicon Silva has signed a new contract. There were a couple of Brazilian teams looking to bring him back home, offering around £20 million in January. Luckily, he wasn't interested. As he sets up the Andorran icon, Perez there with another good chance. But yeah, he wasn't interested in coming back to Brazil, but then he did use the fact that teams were interested to get himself a new contract. But we've negotiated that. He's signed up now for 4 years. Hopefully he'll stay. Okay, Robertson picks it up, coming a bit deep to collect the ball. He holds on to it. Good stuff. He beats his man there. It's ours out to Silva, but it looks like Granada are trying to launch a counter-attack now. Perez, a little bit slow there, but he just took his time, kept a calm head, got it back to the keeper, and now we build again. Pereira, come on, let's be a bit more incisive here. I did tell them to, I just went for standard passing, not short, not direct. Arlindo, Perez, Robertson, his shot's blocked. Oh, that was a good position. Wasn't really a good chance. I don't think we actually got a proper shot off there. But now Granada on the counter-attack. Both teams going for it here. And Jimenez with a fantastic save. Fantastic save. Well done, Jimenez. Keeping us in it. Of course, we haven't been scoring, but we should point out since the Barcelona game, Jimenez has been outstanding. The defence have been outstanding. We haven't conceded. And I hope I haven't just jinxed us here. Again, Granada looking to launch a quick counter. Again, Perez playing it all the way back to the keeper from the halfway line. I think He's just been a bit too cautious for my liking. But it doesn't matter. We've got it out to Pereira, who's a bit more adventurous. Skips past his man beautifully. Pulls it inside to Guedes. Guedes goes for the shot. It's blocked. Oh, I mean, it's a tense game. There's lots of end-to-end stuff, but not a lot of great chances. Well, except for Granada, who are having a couple of great chances in the last few minutes. Not us, unfortunately. All right, Jose Francisco Perez, not got a good rating today at all. A 6.2, so we'll take him off. We're going to put Maicon Silva out just to mix things up a bit. We'll put Maicon Silva on the left, make him an inside forward, and then we're going to bring on Eugenio on the right wing. And I'll probably bring in Gayan for Guedes, just to kind of settle things down. We'll make him a ball-winning midfielder. That's his best position. And let's see if we can kind of tighten things up a bit, because Granada were starting to get the advantage there. Granada with the corner now, and they've finally equalised. Tarsimiro with his first goal of the season. I hate it when somebody scores their first goal of the season against us, and especially when it's an equaliser in such a key game. Oh, that's tough, that. Only 10 minutes to go. Can we get back in front? Or will Granada push for a second goal? It's there's so much riding on this. But Robertson picks the ball up now. He's running forward with it. Come on, Robertson. He's given it away, though. He lost the ball. And now Granada looking to make it 2-1. Ruben Perez with a good interception there. And what's going on here? Couto has hacked down Eugenio and he's off. Couto's been shown a second yellow card. Eugenio has picked up a knock, but he's just going to have to sweat it out. I do have one substitute left, I believe. What are we going to do here? Arlindo, I mean, he's doing all right. We'll keep him on the pitch for now. Thank you very much. I'm thinking, don't want to take Eugenio off. He's only just come on. I'm going to put Eugenio into the centre, and we'll bring Moreno on for Robertson. I'll get his name right eventually. Right then, into stoppage time. I don't want to go too attacking, because if we do, I'm afraid of leaving ourselves exposed, and then our European dreams are definitely over. But go on then. Final couple of minutes. We'll tell them to push forward. See if we can put the 10 men under pressure, but I doubt it. It looks like it's going to end 1-1 here. It is indeed 1-1. Even match in the end. Wow, Granada, 12 out of 13 shots on target. That's amazing, but shots possession-wise, fairly even. Unfortunately, that's not enough to lift us away from 6th place. Of course, Atletico Madrid have the head-to-head advantage over us. Granada 3 points ahead now with 2 games to go. Well, I'm going to tell the team that I am not pleased with that, the fact that they couldn't hold on to that lead in the second half. Straight on to Valencia then with the first match of the weekend. The fixtures this penultimate weekend, so a good chance to make a mark, to show everybody what we're here for, which is European football. So this is the team we're going with. Jimenez, Gomez, Crush, Jonathan comes back into the team, Pereira, Duarte, Macias is back, Perez, we're sticking with him. We've had a word about the poor performance in the last game. He's promised to do better. Silva, Robertson, excuse me, and Arlindo, who will be hoping has, rediscovered that goal-scoring touch. Right, we're underdogs. That suits us down to the ground. We're not going to overcomplicate things with extra team talks this time. Just get out there and get the 3 points, please. Finally, 30 minutes in and we get our first highlight. Not really been much of a game so far. We're putting them under pressure at the front line, trying to keep that intensity up, but Valencia are keeping the ball. As I say that, they give it away. Thank you for that. Anyway, here comes Pereira. Let's see if we can build something here. Macias bringing it into the centre. Switching flanks out to Silva. He's the danger man. Silva, is he going to shoot? Yes. If he could have just squared that, looked up and squared that, we could have had a much better chance. But all right, first blood, us. Anyway, 0-0 at half-time. Hasn't been a great game so far. Valencia have been the better team. We're not happy with the performance. Now, again, Perez is not getting the crosses in. We're getting nothing from Jonathan in the right back position as well, or Pereira in the left back position. So that's no good, and that's starved Arlindo of chances. But Ovando in the Valencia front line has also been starved of chances. We're just going to move Jonathan and win back support to try and give him that license to go forward a bit more. And we'll make Pereira a wing back defend. And we'll put in the overlap as well. Take off the early crosses and put in the overlap. Right, corner then. Silva knocks it in. Arlindo! He's done it again. After such a long time. Late January to late May. He's finally remembered where the goal is. 2 goals in 2 games. Simple as you like. In swinging corner. Header at the far post. And suddenly we have the lead. And that could be crucial for our European hopes for next season. Again, Perez, Jose Francisco Perez, his second half performance has been abysmal. He's dropped to a 6.2. So we're going to put Sieta on, as Wyan named Sieta amongst the substitutes in this game, because I'm starting to, dare I say it, lose a bit of confidence in Perez. I'm also going to take off Macias because he's on the yellow. We don't want anything silly to happen with him. So Guedes comes in for the final 20 minutes. Okay, dangerous position here for Valencia. Jonathan, though, gets the clearance straight into the path of Maicon Silva. Maicon Silva's going to run. He gallops through the defence. He goes for the shot, but it was a bit too predictable. That's what was going to happen. The keeper was ready for it. Anyway, here we come again. Jonathan, Robertson. Robertson turns around his man, and he's going to shoot as well. Why is no one passing? I need to have a word with them in the pre-match briefing. Tell them to not be looking to shoot all the time. Anyway, we are going to make a final substitution just to run down the clock a little bit. Who are we going to bring on? We're going to bring on Andre for Crush, who's also unfortunately picked up a yellow. Jorge Gomez has picked up his 15th yellow card of the season, so he's probably going to be suspended for the final game. Are we going to get the win? Oh, we're moments away from it. Here it comes. Arlindo's goal is enough. That moves us ahead of Atletico Madrid, but that's so frustrating on the head-to-head. We're behind Granada now, of course, because both games were a draw, but it was a 1-1 draw at our place, 0-0 at their place. Away goals to settle a league place. That is ridiculous. Okay, boys, you've proved all the doubters wrong. Now let's see how the other teams, Granada and Atletico Madrid, get on. Wow, big news in the race for 4th. Granada have slipped up. They've lost 3-1 to Sevilla, and that opens up a whole world of possibilities. Oh, but Zaragoza don't hold up their end of the bargain. Already relegated, they just gave up and let Atletico Madrid put 4 past them, which means going into the final round of matches, Granada, Atletico Madrid, and FC Andorra are all on 63 points. Wow. So on the eve of the final game of the season, do you see a problem here? Do you see a problem here? I see 2 problems. Gomez suspended for the final game of the season. I mentioned that. I didn't realise until after the game that Crush was also suspended, having accumulated 10 yellow cards this season. So that is bad news. That means both my first choice centre-backs are unavailable for the most crucial game of the season. So we're going to have to play Andre and Fleming, and we're going to have to hope they don't get injured or sent off, because I don't have anyone else who can play as a natural central defender. The only option we would have is Gayan, who can play there at a push, so obviously we're going to put him on the substitutes bench. We're also going to take the big step of dropping the Andorran icon, Jose Francisco Perez, because 2 games in a row he's been in bad form. So Sieta comes in. I mean, if we just go and have a look, you'll see, yeah, look at that. Recently, he scored in the Villarreal game, and then since then, 6.6, 6.4, 6.2, 6.2. He's just not producing the goods. The captain is dropped. So here we go then, final match day. We've travelled to Bilbao for this one. We've got to better the results of Granada and Atletico Madrid to get 4th place. Can we do it? we'll see. We've been on a good run lately, guys, so let's get out there and keep that good run going. Okay, Silva with the corner. What a first early chance here. We've got the ball. Andre in and Fleming combining well. Duarte, come on Duarte, let's get the ball out to the flank. Macias, no, we're going through the centre. Macias out to Sieta. Sieta's going to get the cross in, I hope. Pulls it back to Pereira. And, oh, what happened there? It hit the crossbar and bounced back. Oh, that was a golden opportunity. Well, not a huge lot happening in that half, and the bad news for us is Atletico Madrid are 2-0 up in their match against Levante. Granada are drawing 1-1 with already relegated Zaragoza. So, we could leapfrog Granada here. Let's just see, we're going to have to score. We're going to have to do something, though. I want more from you boys. I want more. Let's get out there and deliver. Okay, it's 70 minutes now. Nothing's happened so far in this half, so we're going to bring Sieta in. Kamara back from injury. We'll bring him on for Robertson. Both have been pretty ineffective today. Lindo has slipped back into his shell a little bit. Well, we'll leave him on there for now. We've got Moreno to come on. Finally nailed it. We've got Moreno to come on in his place. But the bad news is Granada have now taken the lead against Zaragoza. So even if we take the lead here, it's probably not going to be enough. Right, then Moreno comes on for Lindo because we're just not getting anything from him. We're going to tell the team for the final few minutes, get creative, see if we can break this Atletico Bilbao defence down. At least the point will keep us in 6th place because Levante were just 3 points behind us. They also have a better head-to-head record. So if we were to lose and they were to win, we would drop out of the top 6. But in the end, it's a boring 0-0 draw. And you can see on the table there, we have indeed finished 6th in the league. But 6th in the league is, of course, nothing to sniff at. It's a shame we couldn't get into the Champions League. I mean, especially if you look at some of those matches, Getafe, it was a 0-0. If we'd have won that, or if we'd have beaten Valladolid, that would have brought us level. If we'd have beaten Granada, then, lots of ifs and buts. If we'd have got more points, we would have finished in a higher position, is what I'm saying to you, basically. We've qualified for the Euro Cup, so that's something. You've got to start somewhere, and it might as well be the Europa League. So that's where we're going to be next season. So, yes, 6th place for us. Atletico Madrid's Granada, who got that 4th spot in the end. They deserved it. What can we say? Well, we'll start off with the Euro Cup next season. The Europa League. We'll certainly be looking forward to that. I'm just going to bring you up to speed on a couple of bits of business. This one here, Rui Moreira, new signing, joining us on the 1st of July. This one is another, you'll see it right here, another wonder kid, Portuguese. We like our Portuguese players here. Left back. So we've got Pereira, we've got Hernandez, but we're always looking to add some more depth. So we've got a player here with great teamwork, anticipation, decisions. So on the mental side, determination could be a bit higher perhaps, but looking good there. Good set of physical stats as well. So we'll be looking for him to develop and grow into and realise that wonder kid potential once he's joined us. Credit to the chairman here. This was one I didn't have enough money to secure the deal, but I just went and spoke to the chairman and he said, no problem, we'll get you the player you need. Now, in the comments on a previous video, FM Llama was asking about Baltazar. So let's just check in on him, see if there's any chance we might be facing him next season. Well, he hasn't been a regular for Lyon in League One, only 7 starts and 7 sub-appearances and 3 goals this season. He must be missing the days at FC Andorra when he used to bang them in on a regular basis and score lots of goals as well. But Olympique Lyon, it would seem, are too good for mere Europa League action. They will be in the Champions League next season with Baltazar bench warming. Of course, 6th place, record high finish for us. Robertson has now joined the overall best 11. And, we'll leave the Where Are They Now for another time. End of season awards. Fans Player of the Season was Crush. Interesting one, bit of an unsung hero, but obviously not with the fans. Gomez, Georgie Gomez, good to see him up there. 2nd place in the poll, and Guedes in there as well. Quite a close race for that Fans Player of the Season. Goal of the season for Alex Robertson. Signing of the season, Iker Moreno, the guy who played like 8 games and scored 3 goals. Young player of the season, of course, Georgie Gomez. Who else would it be? Season review is all positive and fantastic. Well done, boys. Right, so let's see what the board want from us for next season. So, work within wage budget, of course. They still want us to avoid relegation. Interesting. Reach the group stage of the Europa League. So I assume then we're going to enter in the qualifying round. And they're going to finish off the training facilities and youth facilities early next season as well. And then it's just keep on keeping on, continue remaining in the first division. Oh, stadium expansion plans again. Well, let's have a look at that. So transfer budget for next season, 8.4 million, wage budget of 400k. Nothing compared to the big boys. The previously agreed improvements are underway. And they're going to add another 6,250 seats to the ground over the next 6 months. So that's going to give us a capacity of 21,250. This is great. I did not ask for this, but they're going ahead and doing it anyway. So thank you, Hey Shuai. But all in all, a really successful season. A huge difference compared to last time has been the fact that we only conceded 34 goals in the entire season. Last time I think we'd conceded 34 goals after about 10 games. Only scored 44 though. Now we are the lowest scorers in the top half of the table, so that's something to address next season. Obviously, Lindo was out of form. Burling lost his way as well. Moreno didn't really get a run in the team, so we're going to have to look at that next season and see what we can do. Well, what do you think? Do we need a new striker, or should we just let those guys come into their own a bit more? It's been a fantastic season. I hope you've enjoyed watching it. I hope you've watched this episode all this way. I know it's been a long one, but we wanted to end the season with a bang. And as it is, we've qualified for the Europa League. So hit that like button if you've enjoyed today's episode and you're impressed by that achievement. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. I'm Dodgy Gamer. See you again soon.